Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that we know everything, or almost everything, about Peter the Great. Thousands of works are written, hundreds of movies are shot, dozens of plays are staged. Lots of museums all over the world have repeatedly organized exhibitions of Peter the Great and his successors. Everybody knows that this Russian Tsar was a carpenter, a sailor, a brave warrior, the founder of St. Petersburg. Everyone knows that he was not afraid of work and wore very simple costumes. Many people know that he was a tall and extremely strong man, had a very complicated character, and that he collected various things. The exhibition we have prepared with our Dutch partners and friends shows Peter the Great from an unusual side. We invite the public to discover the fantastic and all-consuming passion of the Russian Tsar to learn new things and his readiness to ability to learn, his romantic nature. We would like to give the visitors a chance to appreciate the subtle taste of Peter the Great as a collector of art, who was able to feel the greatness of Rembrandt paintings and beauty of ancient sculptures. We tried to show that love with which Peter built and decorated his new Russian capital. To show that the Russian Tsar was interested in fashion and paid much attention to his own wardrobe. For the new Russia, he has chosen the most fashionable costumes of his times, of course, these French costumes. The most significant of the state Hermitage collections of textiles is the collection entitled Wardrobe of Peter the Great, which includes more than 280 items. Tsar Peter himself was the first to start collecting materials with the evidence of his rule. This activity was continued by his descendants, and owing to this work, the wardrobe of Peter the Great has preserved to the present day. Private belongings of Peter, including his costumes and accessories, were initially kept in the village of Preobrazhenskaya near Moscow, when Peter spent his childhood and youth. In 1705, all belongings were carefully transported to the Moscow Kremlin, and in 1712 to St. Petersburg. After Peter's death, his costumes remained in the wooden wardrobes in the palace storerooms. Empress Anna Ivanovna, Peter's niece, ordered to put on display the costume that were of special significance for the history of Russia in the country's first public museum, the Kunstkammer in St. Petersburg. Thus, the Poltava military uniform of Peter the Great became museum object already in the 1730s. Following the order of Catherine the Great, the costumes were transferred to the country residence of the Russian emperors to Peterhof. From 1848 until 1910, the wardrobe of Peter the Great was exhibited in the Imperial Hermitage. The hardest period of history for the collection was the first half of the 20th century. Wars and revolutions, transfers of the costumes from one museum to another, the siege of Leningrad, and the evacuation to the Ural. It was only in 1946 that the unique set of costumes belonging to the first Russian emperor joined the collections of the State Hermitage Museum. And since that time, the conservation, restoration, and research works on the collection continues. The costumes and accessories of the Russian Tsar allow us to visualize the image of Peter the Great in various situations, in battles and at assemblies, solving important problems of the state and working on the turning place, spending time with his family and staying at the steering wheel of the ship. The exhibition aims at answering the question why the interest in the personality of Peter does not fade over the time, but becomes even more amplified. We are confident that this exhibition, dedicated to the year of Russia in the Netherlands and of the Netherlands in Russia, will contribute to establishing closer relations between our countries. We thank our friends at the Hermitage on Amsterdam and all those who took part in the preparation of the exhibition for their help, friendship and understanding. We thank everyone who came to the press conference and we hope you enjoyed the exhibition. Thank you. Dank u wel.
Speciaal voor deze gelegenheid een ceremonie, mag ook altijd wel bij zo'n bijeenkomst. We hebben ook nog iets gepland en dat is namelijk het verzoek van de kapitein van het schip en als hij door Katelijnenboers de vlag van het schip in ontvangst gaat nemen. En daarvoor wil ik u graag de kapitein uitnodigen en Katelijn.
Just if I may say a few words, I'm a Russian. And Peter de Grote, for me, is a really great personal hero. Why? Because all his life he spent to improve my country, to learn more and bring that knowledge to Russia. And the way he was doing that was very strategic, long-term planning. That's why when he came to Holland, he brought 500 young people with him to learn the best achievements here. And that's what we have to do now. We have a lot of things to learn from Europe, from Holland: environment, energy saving, using of wind energy, and I may say democracy. But this flag was on board the mast of my ship for many years, and I believe this brings a little bit of the spirit of Peter de Grote to the exhibition. So I wish you great success of the exhibition. Else, would you please help me? And we would like to handle Peter de Grote standard, the Russian standard. That's what is the name of the ship. We would like to handle as an exhibit. And it was used. So that is real thing from real ship. And please accept it to your exhibition.
Yes. Thank you so much for this spontaneous present, and I think it's totally in the spirit of our exhibition to share this kind of objects and ceremonies with each other. And I hope that this is our exhibition, and the visit to the Staatsmuseum for the coming weeks will be a great success here in Amsterdam, and the Dutch public, I think they will love it.
Thank you very much.